Hi folks, it's Michael. I'd like to take a second to thank everybody who's subscribed and is liking and sharing my videos. It means a lot to me, especially I'm not really good at talking to people, so this has all been very awkward for me. So thanks to those who are enjoying it. Last video, I had mentioned that I wanted to do an album that I think is the most important album of the year. And before you get all upset, I mean, to me, obviously this is subjective, but this album I think is the most important album to come out this year because of this.
There's room, and there's space, and there's enough for everybody at the table of punk rock. Nobody gets turned away. We never go ahead and say there's not enough room at the table. There's always room at the table, no matter where you are, or where you came from, or what your past or your history is. There's an opportunity and there's a space for you to grow and make something of this thing that we call love and life.
Assuming Derek Zanetti or AF Records or SBAM don't file a copyright claim with me. That was Derek Zanetti from the Homeless Gospel Choir speaking in between songs of the set. That's on this album. If they do, I'm just going to replace that with, like, I don't know, fucking ducks or something. But yeah, the album is the Homeless Gospel Choir. This is a protest song. So let's get to the physical part first. We have the album. We have the sleeve with the super cool art. And then continued on the back with the track listings. Inside is the art again, and then some liner notes on the back. And if you're curious as to why that's also sealed up, you can see the video about how I store my vinyl, or just take my word for it, I'm a crazy person. And then the album itself, mine is a translucent blue, a very, very bright translucent blue. The Homeless Gospel Choir, or Derek Zanetti and friends, I'm not sure, it's a little bit confusing, is from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where I had the pleasure of going to high school for a year at Oliver High School. If you're from Pittsburgh and you're wondering why I say I was fortunate to go to Oliver High School in like 97 or 98, it was because of the experience. Taught me a lot just about being a person. It allowed me to see some things that somebody from my background wouldn't have normally seen. And the Homeless Gospel Choir always does for me a perfect job of representing those same values, just being kind to everybody, no matter who they are or what they look like or what they've done. So I really dig this album. I said it's a new album, and it is. It came out this year. I believe digitally it dropped in like July, and the LPs were shipped in August. But yeah, it's a live record of old songs. And the first thing you'll notice when you drop the needle on it is that it is not a polished live recording. It is very raw, very real, very much recorded at the source. And he explains in the liner notes that that is the way he wanted it. And I dig it. I mean, especially right now, when it came out, we hadn't had live shows. Well, they had just started back up, but nobody had been to a live show for a while. And this does a really good job at translating that feeling. I also love this album because it deals a lot with depression, anxiety, feeling like you're different than other people, treating other people kindly and genuinely. it's live, so there's a lot of Derek talking in between the songs, which is great because he always has a great message to send. My favorite song on this record is Musical Preference, just because go listen to it. It's good, but every song on here is really good. Yeah, I'm not going to take up too much time with this one. I think most people who have clicked on this have probably heard of the Homeless Gospel Choir. If you haven't, definitely check them out. I love them. This is on AF Records and SBAM Records, and it was produced by Chris Barker, who is Chris #2 or Chris Dose of my favorite band, so that helps too. I guess it doesn't help you, it helps me. This album is definitely worth picking up. I will link to the album below. I don't know if there are copies left, physical copies left, but I will check Bandcamp. If you can buy it at Bandcamp, I'll link to that. If not, it is available on all streaming services. I've been trying to move away from streaming after my friend Andy told me just how little money smaller artists make off of streaming. So if you can find a way to buy it and support the artist and the labels, please do. I will also link below, I didn't say it last time, these are Amazon affiliate links just to the stuff that you see sitting around me and that I use to listen to this, because if you're interested in any of that, you can purchase it, and I get like $1 or $2 from Amazon, and that helps me be able to buy more equipment to talk about and more albums to talk about. And if you don't want to, don't. I don't give a shit. But again, I'd like to thank everybody for their support. This week's been pretty surreal to me. The amount of people that have reached out to me privately, and who I've seen sharing my last video online. It's really kind of humbling. I started this to have something to do, to not drink myself to death, something to keep my mind occupied, and yeah, I really appreciate the support, everyone. So thank you. Listen to the Homeless Gospel Choir and have a good day. Bye.